What makes a house a home? Over 8 weeks, 21 homes bursting with style and character are competing to be crowned Home of the Year. Tonight, the judges will visit 3 very different homes, scoring each of them out of 10. The home with the highest score will go through to the final at the end of the series. Looking for functionality, individuality and clever design are design legend Hugh Wallace.
I'm excited to see things that I've never seen before, and I think that's what we get in this competition.
Renowned interior designer Deirdre Whelan.
It's not about perfection, it's about having a home that is comfortable.
And award-winning architect Peter Crowley.
The key to creating a healthy home is using natural materials and maximising that connection between inside and outside spaces.
But there can only be one winner. This is Home of the Year. Growing up in the area, Saoirse Fitzgerald never imagined she would own a 200-year-old cottage next door to a lighthouse in County Cork.
I bought the house about 3 years ago. We wanted to retain the character but then bring it up to modern standards. And it took us 5 months from start to finish. We kept as much as we could. The front door is the original front door that all lighthouse keepers walked in and out of over the years. All the old floorboards, brought them back to life. Kept all the fireplaces, there's 7 fireplaces, and all the old windows, so they're the original sash windows. We've uncovered lots of different things that were behind the walls that are beautiful and that we've retained. We opened up some of the walls here so that you could really just take in the sea and the view. That was the main thing that we wanted to do. My dad was a great help. He has a lot of experience in doing up old houses too, so he stepped in and gave me a lot of his knowledge and expertise. So this is my favourite spot. This was an old coal shed that we turned into a mainly glass bathroom. When you're lying in the bath and looking straight out to sea, it's like nowhere else on earth. One of my favourite things to do is by night to take one of the lanterns, sit outside, and you just see the light from the lighthouse flashing and you can just hear the waves crashing. It's the most peaceful thing on earth to do.
The judges must now assess the home armed with only the basic facts about the property and its owner.
It's an original lighthouse keeper's cottage, wonderfully restored.
I've never been in one. Should we go and see?
Let's.
Look at this. Look at that view straight out to sea.
Well, I love the fact that the crispness that we've seen outside has been brought in here. Just white wall ceiling and a magnificent restored floor. But the best bit is that view.
It's wonderful to see all the architraves, boxes, and everything retained, so it's a great start to this home.
Small but cosy. What I like about it is the fact that the bed is very high up. So when you're sitting in it, you get that fantastic view out there.
What is particularly interesting with these houses, the window shutters are angled on the ceiling and the sides. And what that does is it reflects the light into the room. And because of that, the homeowner's been able to paint the wall here a very dark colour. It makes the room.
The angles actually make that window feel bigger as well. And when you close the shutter over in the evening, then it keeps the heat in.
Oh, look at this. Isn't this intriguing? And this is a nice transition to the kitchen and then out to the conservatory. And the fact that it feels generous makes you feel very comfortable.
When you look at the floor, you would just assume it's a timber floor. But in fact, it's a tile. And the particular tile that's been chosen is just perfect for this house because it looks like a washed floor. It's a tight house, it's not a big house. And yet you have this space here which just opens it up and allows the home to breathe.
Absolutely.
Just a wonderful, practical kitchen. And what I love is the colour contrast between the blue and red. So the homeowner here has a real sense of colour, how you use bold colours, but your background palette is very simple.
The Belfast sink is just terrific. I like the blue on the kitchen cupboards and the boldness of the red fridge. I think the brass handles are just a bit too loud.
Yeah, you're just being pedantic. That's
I know, I'm being pedantic.
That's very pedantic at that particular stage. I think it ties in with the whole nautical theme where there would have been polished brass.
It's some vantage point here. You've got a lighthouse out one window and a headland out the other window. I think this kitchen could be made of anything and it would be fantastic. I think the owner would have opened up the rear of the house here because we can see the thickness of the wall again and a much larger opening than you'd have seen in the original home. So we've got these double doors now which link the internal spaces to this new conservatory.
The external walls of this house would have originally been lime mortared, but because this is now an internal wall, they've been able to expose the stone and the brickwork, which just adds to the history of this home.
It's just such a beautiful space to be in. They've created a great dining space. They've got somewhere where they can sit by themselves, and even here where you can sit and capture that fantastic view.
Made for me.
It is, isn't it?
Dee, you wouldn't bring the footstool over, would you, please?
Is there anything else you'd like, sir?
A cup of tea.
Of course you would, I knew you would.
Now, look, lads. There. Happy days. It's a room for all seasons. I'd say they get great enjoyment out of this in the winter. Oh my goodness. I love it. Look, the owner's favorite spot, the big bath. Oh my God, is that a treat?
And it's a very generous room, isn't it? And I like the way they've orientated the bath as well, just slightly, you know, so you can get that view.
We've white surfaces everywhere. It has potential to be quite cold, but it isn't. It's absolutely exquisite. And I think it's partly to do with the detailing, which is really, really fine, really considered. This is incredible. But as much as I like this room, there is one thing I would change. I would have put big sliders or a concertina door here, so on a beautiful day like today, you just open that up and poof, incredible.
The two of you are so pedantic today. Go on, get out. Off you go now.
The home will now be marked out of 10. One score will be held back until the judges have seen all 3 homes, when their combined scores will be revealed.
This project strikes me as a labour of love. The consideration and thought given to how this home would be used throughout the day and seasonally was exceptional. Well done to our homeowner for that. It's a 9 for me.
Walking through the door of this home was just fantastic. The homeowner has done an exceptional restoration, showing their creative design talent. A truly unique and extraordinary home. I'm over the moon to give this home a big 10.
This home is a slice of heaven. A beautifully restored home where the owner has made the most of those magnificent sea views.
Michelle Dillon and husband Paul bought their home in Antrim in 2018. They gutted it and remodelled it to create their perfect family home.
When we bought the house, it was definitely livable, but it just wasn't our taste. And we really wanted to reinstate some of the old period features that had gone. We wanted to put in the panelling again, redo the cornicing, and also create more of a contemporary feel. One of the most important things whenever we designed any of the changes to the house was to feel a connection to the outside. And I love green in the outside space, and I really wanted that to be part of our home. My favourite spot in the house is the pantry. This was the original kitchen of the house, and I really loved it whenever we bought the house because I loved the arch window. I also love it because bacon's such a huge part of my job, and I wanted all my things around me. Also really encouraged the children to bake with me, which I've loved. And I also really love it because it's so pretty and girly. We didn't want it to be too grey. We definitely wanted some accents of colour, and definitely once you move upstairs there's much more colour in the house. We just wanted the colour palette to kind of continue throughout. It's been definitely a labour of love over the last 18 months. More than anything, the house is our home. It's just the perfect house for us.
Very nice established neighbourhood, isn't it?
Wonderful. So, a wonderfully restored, late Victorian Tudor-style home.
You can see the original stained glass is still used in the windows, and it's probably a good sign of what's ahead.
It's very smartly presented, and I like the fact that they've gone for the traditional colour tones, which is the white on the render and the black against the brick.
I do hope the inside is as good as the outside.
Isn't this very chic?
What a sophisticated hall to come into.
It's quite formal in its presentation, and it's the colour tones they've gone for. Very nice finishes in here.
Those double glass doors here do a great job, don't they? Because they link that garden to this entrance space.
Ooh, goodness me. Look at this, and those two magnificent skylights bringing lots of light into this quite sizable kitchen, dining and living area. The colour tone in here is quite monochromatic, kind of quiet and tranquil. But then you've got the pop of colour coming from the garden view and the little pops of blue in the cushions and the chair.
So this sitting area would be probably the only new build area of this home, I think, because I can see the beam at the back of the original house here.
Yes, and beautiful fabrics, lovely big couch in an L shape, and I just think it's terrific. But personally, a bit of pink wouldn't have gone amiss.
Yeah, I'm with you, Hugh.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a mistake we see in some houses here with the orientation of the couch, because homeowners set up these great bright spaces facing onto the garden for living rooms, and then buy an L-shaped couch and turn the arm of the couch across the glazing like they have here. I'd much rather see that couch flipped and sit with my back to the dining room out to the garden.
I don't agree, Peter. I think this arrangement works very well functionally. I'm in my sitting room here, and I can go straight over to the dining table. So that connection works well for me.
Well, this is one fantastic kitchen. I mean, they must do some serious cooking here. Look at that for a size of a hob. But the best bit really has to be the mirror detail at the back of it, because when I've got my back turned to the room, I can still see what's going on and I can be part of the conversation. And I think that's a very clever detail.
Yeah, that works really well.
I think they've got the position of the kitchen absolutely spot on. It's right at the centre. It's the heart of the home.
I think what works really well for me here is that banquette seating as part of the Centre Island unit. And it gets away from those dreadful stools, which I just can't abide.
I know. It's much more social having a big table like that.
Well, look at this. I'm just in heaven. The pantry is the homeowner's favourite spot. Got lovely natural light coming into this room. Beautiful finishes.
Well, this is just jammy to have this fantastic pantry, open shelving so everything is very accessible, big window with the sink in front of it.
What a luxury to have this in your home. What a wonderful stained glass window. It's an interpretation of the other stained glass windows we've seen in the rest of the house, but a very modern one. I love the little bits of colour that are in it, and the fact it's in such contrast to that chandelier.
Absolutely. Oh, a boudoir, and look at the colour scheme in here. I'm just loving it. Beautiful peachy tones and white. It's so sumptuous.
Absolutely. I mean, look at that throw. I think it's just wonderful. And funny enough, this tone and feel and texture and colour, I'd love to have seen in the rest of the house.
The one thing that's followed me through this home that I don't like is the chrome and mirrored furniture. It's behind you again here, Hugh, in the bedside locker, and it's just not for me.
Well, I think what it does in here is it brings that little layer of glamour to the room.
I totally agree. And Peter, you're just going to have to get in touch with your feminine side.
What a beautifully presented home. Soft greys combined with creamy linens and the occasional pop of blue on the ground floor make the living kitchen an oasis of calm. I give this home a 9.
A masterful restoration and extension. For me, the homeowner's personality is particularly evident in that debonair and luxurious bedroom. I would like to have seen more of this personality throughout the rest of this home. I'm giving this home an 8.
These homeowners have carried out a significant project with huge attention to detail. There isn't a single surface that hasn't been considered with great care. The orientation of rooms throughout the home take great advantage of the natural light available at various points of the day.
Barry Minnock and Jan Fu bought their house in South Dublin over 5 years ago and set about transforming it into a unique modern home.
We were hunting for a house for quite a long time. Eventually we came across this property.
It was dark, small, 1950s old cottage. We decided to do the hard part and design something that suits us.
To one side we built a new living space and kitchen area. To the other side we built a garage, and also we have a master bedroom and ensuite over the garage. For designing the house, we actually changed the orientation of the house, and as a result we've got a very spacious and light-filled house, and that was very important to us.
This is our favorite spot, the mezzanine area. We love this area because it connects to the heart of the living area. I come up here, have a cup of tea, read a book. Our home is a place that we can enjoy ourselves and appreciate what we have as well.
We're happy with what we've created, and it's a space designed for us.
Well, what we have is a lovely piece of great modern architecture, and we have this angle in this wall, and I'm interested to see what that's going to do on the inside.
Yeah, there's a great mix of shapes and forms going on here. I think it has potential to create a very interesting interior.
We should go and explore.
Look at the sense of height and volume, you know, as an entry space. I think this works very well. And the stairs, I think, is very well put together because it doesn't feel like it takes up the space it needs. The glass handrail also contributes to that because this hallway feels like it's the full width and not just the portion you're using.
There's a lovely brightness to this entrance hall. I like the fact that there's a big mirror here. That's right, Hugh. Look at this for a great open plan living area.
It's an amazing space, actually. The height keeps changing. You know, we've got this pitched roof with the roof lights up there, then the scale comes down to the kitchen area, and we've got these big lights hanging in it.
Very dynamic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, the wall we saw outside that was at an angle is in this room, and it's expressed very well because we have that linear light which separates the ceiling and the wall, but creates all these triangles within the space. Beautiful materials, lower ceiling over this portion of the kitchen, then it rises higher and we have a roof light, which just brings tons of natural light onto this working space.
It has its own corner. It kind of sits back so that it operates as a kitchen, but it still has the connection to the other rooms. I think that works very, very well. The laminate, I have reservations about when you see these kind of moments here where it meets. It's just not handled as well as it could be.
I don't actually agree with you. I think, interestingly, their choice of materials and colour palette is very limited. So you have this laminate on the splashback, on your counter and on your floors. You have the dark grey and this beautiful man-made marble. So there's very little materials used here, and I think it works terrifically. Look at this for a delightful living area defined by these beautiful couches. You know, when we talk about colour and pops of colour, but yet the base colour is very neutral. And I think they've achieved that balance perfectly in this space because of the introduction of their fluffy cushions.
They've an interesting solution to your TV, Dale and Mahirdy.
Absolutely. I think the fact that it's framed, so it makes it look like a painting, and then they've put an interesting screensaver on, so it takes away from the idea that it's a television.
Here we are up in this mezzanine. Interestingly, from up here, the angles are much more prominent. Beautiful sense of movement. And it's also the owner's favorite spot. It's a getaway, but yet you're connected to whatever's going on downstairs. You just have so much natural light coming in.
Yes, it's nice to see these sumptuous fabrics up here. They've gone for velours and the upholstery. Bold colours as well, strong red, gorgeous little pink couch over there. And it certainly feels very cosy up here.
It does.
Wow!
Look at the size of this for a master bedroom. We've got these enormous sliding doors looking out, which is just great, and this balcony outside, which is a very unique thing for any master bedroom to have, really, isn't it? Look at the ceiling, this dropped panel, and these very dark walls that are kind of winding their way around the space. God, it's unusual.
Well, there's a sense of theatre about this room. Huge floor-to-ceiling height in here.
Because there was so much reconstruction in this home, I think there was a missed opportunity to make this window taller and just grab some more light into this room during the daytime. Also, while I don't mind being seen in my PJs, I think that the glazing at the front should have been frosted and it would have given a bit more privacy to here. But even so, I'd be still out there in me onesies doing me exercises.
You'd say you'd cause a traffic jam.
The collection of shapes and forms on the exterior of this home create very dynamic interiors. In my opinion, the open plan area is very well laid out. The kitchen is located in its own pocket. I also like the dining room's connection with the patio. I'm delighted to give this home an 8.
These homeowners have struck a lovely balance between drama and relaxation, particularly in the master bedroom, with the lush finishes and the choice of dark navy on the walls. I give this home an 8.
This home says, notice me, I'm different, and is the perfect balance between neutral and bold colours.
Now that the judges have visited all 3 homes, it's time to see how they measure up against each other. First, Deirdre tells us her score for the home in County Cork.
The character was immediately present as soon as you went in the front door. Having the bedrooms upstairs was nice because it allowed you then to put all your living at the lower level with access to the outside. I thought they had really thought about how this house needs to work for all seasons. I thoroughly enjoyed visiting this home and I gave it a 9.
Well done.
So we've got a 10 and 2 9s. That gives us a whopping 28.
Next, Peter reveals what he gave the home in Antrim.
I thought this homeowner did an amazing job of creating something for their family. The open plan area I thought functioned perfectly, the kitchen sitting right at the heart of the home. You could see absolutely everything that was going on in all of the areas. This is a beautiful home, very well appointed, and I scored it an 8.
We have a 9 and 2 8s. That gives us 25.
And finally, Hugh gives his score for the Dublin home.
Beautifully laid out kitchen. Functionally, it just worked perfection. It was a consistency, it was beautifully detailed. And then into that master bedroom. I just loved this home and I gave it a 9.
Fantastic. 9, 8, 8. That gives us 25. So we have our winner.
And what a unique home.
Absolutely, Peter.
So our next home through to the final is the Lighthouse Cottage in County Cork. Next week, the search continues for Home of the Year.